I came out when I was in first grade, and everybody.
First grade?
Yeah. I was always like wearing like hockey t-shirts, and I cut my hair short.
How old were you at first? How old is a first grader? How old?
6 or 7 years old.
6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
So back then you just knew you just knew. You're like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Was there a point when you started to understand this word transgender?
No. I was who I was.
You just always,
Yeah.
you just always were.
Mhm.
You just always were. All right, Eve?
Yeah, so I came out when I was in second grade. For me, it also wasn't really like a huge, big thing for me, which I'm so grateful for. But literally, I mean, up to that point, I had always expressed myself really femininely. It was just one night, and, you know, my mom had already brought up transness, and I was like, I'm just living my life, you know, like I don't need like a label.
Wait, you said your mom brought it up?
I think as I started growing up, my mom started realizing that like maybe this was who I was and not just like a little phase or something like that. I just like told I think 15, 20 people in my class, like, oh, you know, this was me then, this was me now. There's nothing really different. It's just a different name. You know, I think I was always very feminine. I always like to play with the girls, dress up and all that sort of stuff during recess anyways. So it wasn't really a big adjustment for everybody in my class.
So I came out when I was in second grade as well. But I kind of always like stated it. It was Christmas time in second grade, and we were decorating for Christmas. I got the skirt from the tree, and I was twirling in it, and like I was doing all the movements of like the girls in the dance. And then my mom kind of like sat me down. I had already told her like before, right, that I was a girl, that I wanted to be a girl. So then my mom sat me down and she was like, Adeline, do you want to be a girl? And then I told her, yes, Mom, more than anything in the world. And then I told her a little story about how at night I would pray to God that when I die, he would make me into a bird. And then when I die again, I would turn into a girl. So then, I don't know, it was kind of instant, but it wasn't like a big change either, like kind of like Eve said, because I was always that way, like the same way I was after I transitioned, I was my entire life.